turning off the monitor from the thing, so it's only coming through here for me right now. This is just exclusively an audio test, basically. So the piano first, that's what we'll focus on first. So here's the light head. I hear it well. That's how I wanted to hear it over here. That doesn't sound right for you probably. Here's a hard head, or here's a medium head. That's a full head. So the audio input capture in OBS is going to negative 15. It maxes out there. There's a line there, doesn't go past there. I don't know why. The master in Ableton going negative 24, and it maxes out around negative 12, negative 6. I'm also going to hit back to arrangement in Ableton. Don't know if that does anything. Same thing happening here. The instruments group doing the same thing. It's going between negative 12 and negative 6, mostly negative 12. It just like the very top barely maybe goes to negative 6. The piano group there are two pianos that are not activated. There are two piano sounds, and then there's another one. Hold on, let me. Oh, okay. Piano group is not open. Okay, so there's two things here. I don't know what these are. I'm just going to delete them. I don't think that they're affecting anything, but they're two like random tracks. Dirty Pulse and Awkward Wobble. I don't know. Delete. Okay, and now piano group. So there's two things that are making the thing. I'm really being descriptive here. So I have a piano group, and there's two types of pianos that are making any sound, or that are making any signal at all. But only one of them is making a signal on the green. There's the grand piano, which is what I hear, and then there's also the electric piano, which is not activated. The monitor is set to audio, and it's record enabled, but it's in gray. If I activate it, then it'll go to green. I'll activate it now so you can hear it. The low ones go to like negative 30 or so. Negative 36 when the electric piano's off. So I'll make that one stop recording there. And now I'll go and check out the piano track. Okay, so there's two utilities here. I didn't realize it, but I have two utilities on this track. So that's probably what's causing it. I have two utilities with two separate gain added to it. Let me check out the other tracks too. That was an accident. I only meant to have one. The actual piano doesn't have any added gain to it or anything, and the other tracks also only have one utility on them. It seems like the other piano tracks. This is I have 5 tracks in the piano group, and they all have one utility with approximately +7, and they're all at approximately -12 on the actual fader. So when I go and disable the second utility, right now one is at 5.5 and one of them is at 14.4. So when I undo the 14.4, here's the difference. I'll do it right now. So for me that sounds a lot lower, and it's okay. I mean, it's pretty loud, but sometimes I do like to make it louder in my headphones, because I like to get that, really loud, subtle touch to do things. Right now, if I make a subtle touch, it's pretty quiet when I make a subtle touch. I want it to be louder so that I have more room to play around with, and I can control it more. This is with both utilities on, actually. Okay, so this is actually quite low volume, because now if I do this, if I play low, it's extremely low. It's not loud enough at all. If I go full volume, that's like something I'd want to be like maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10. But that's my 10 out of 10 right now. So, let me tell you about my girl. No. Let me tell you about my audio settings right now. So, I think that the only one that matters for this, because we're just working exclusively in Ableton Live right now, is my headphone monitor, which is currently at 7 out of 10. Actually, no. It's at like almost 8 out of 10, like 7.8 out of 10. If I raise it to 10 out of 10, I try not to do this because I didn't want to have it so that I hear it like way different from the audience. It's still not very loud. But it's better. It is better. If I take the second utility off, this is full volume playing. Pretty quiet. But it's also at like negative 15 or so on the actual fader. Maybe I'm making it more complex than I need to, but this seemed to have worked in the past. But it's not working now. So I'll bring this back to 0 on the regular fader. This doesn't give me much headroom to move it up, but and this is just like a standard volume. So if I go, it's the simplest setup too. So if I go and play really quietly with my fingers, or if I play loudly with my fingers. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, that works. I could stick it with this kind of volume. That'd be totally fine. If it sounds good for you, it sounds good for me at this volume. It'd be nice if I could make it a bit louder, and I'll try doing that right now. I'll try doing that first with the first utility. First I'll put it back at 0. That's a full volume hit. Now I'll hit it back to +3. I'll note, in all these cases, it has not once gotten the red in Ableton. So I don't understand that. If it's... I should also record in Ableton too. Okay, now I'm recording in Ableton too, and I should describe more in detail about what's going on with the sliders of it. Actually, you know what? I should show you what's going on in the sliders. I think I can do that pretty easily. Let me go to OBS here and go and do screen capture. Yeah, display capture. And then this should output to NDI. And then this way I can also test the video. It's not going to be a really great video test really, but it works. I can test the video after. Okay, so NDI is now outputting, and let's bring that up over here. Do I have to set anything up? No, I think I can just go to Focus iPad. I think that'll work. Then I go small. For some reason it's not that big, but that's okay, whatever. And then, where's my camera? I need a camera over here, people. Which one do I need? I need this one. Okay. So, here we go. I'll just make it a little bit bigger too. This screen thing, whatever it is. How do I do that? I gotta go over to the NDI source, iMac, and go to scale, I guess. Actually, no. I can just go into OBS, I think, and change. First, I'll take off NDI output settings. I think that the problem is that it's outputting in 720 rather than 1080 because it likes to keep switching that back for some reason. Video, output, scaled resolution. Stupid. Better, 1080. Okay, great. Now you're working. Okay, now put the output back on. You can't do it when the output's not on for some reason. And now, I think it'll work. Maybe not. It should be working right now, I believe. But it doesn't seem to be. No. Let me try quitting OBS. Oh, OBS quit itself. Makes it easier on me. Okay. Now. Is it working now? No, it's not working. Of course not. Let me quit. Let me stop Ableton. Actually, no, I don't know. I'm just trying to save space here. But it's going down, man. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I don't know what to do here. Let me check out if desktop monitor is seeing it. Studio monitor, what's it called? Monitor. New Tech NDI video monitor. And then go File, iMac, OBS. So OBS is doing it, it's just that Resolume is not picking it up. Let me try to see if Resolume is doing it now. Now it's working. Of course. Doing the wrong thing here. I was in the wrong column. I make mistakes sometimes, quite a bit. I get frustrated. It's a stupid technology. Okay, so now we have that, and let me show you what's going on in Ableton here. This makes much more sense to do it this way. So, this is with, again, my headphone monitors are all the way maxed out right now on my interface. It's 10 out of 10. And right now we're just playing in grand piano track, and we have the monitor on, track activated, and the utility has a gain of 2.78. It's at 0, 0, and then here's some quiet playing, and then here's some loud playing. Looping. Not happy about this. Oh, because there's like, oh my god. Just get out of here, loop thing. Okay, I figured out how to stop the loop. So that means nothing actually recorded. So that's kind of nice, because the loop was on, because things are ridiculous. Let me go save this track again, just so save the live set again. That way I won't have that looper on anymore. That loop is so weird. I don't know how anybody uses it. Okay, so I'll record in Ableton to see if there's any difference between what's outputting to the OBS on the PC, and maybe I should also stream it on the other channel to see if there's any difference in what's happening in the PC and on the Mac. I don't know. I don't think I need to do that right now. I can try that later if that's necessary, but I think right now just isolate the variables. Okay, so I gotta go in like 20 minutes too. I got some tennis classes coming up. Yeah, so first off, I'll turn the utility off. This is standard 0, 0 on the master, 0 there, 0 on the piano group, and then this goes into group instruments, which is at -2 actually. I'll put it at 0, and then that also goes to the mic and instruments, and that's at 0. So right now everything is at 0 for the piano. If I play it, soft playing. Then louder playing. That's loud. That's loud enough. And then if I want to add some utility over here, this is with +8. This is with low playing. As you can see, actually no, you can't see because for some reason the master is being cut off. Let me just fix that real quick over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now the master. Just go back to this track. Okay, so that's that. And I'm so tired right now. I feel like I could be doing this test so much better, but I'm just like tired of dealing with this stuff, man. But anyway, persevere. So I think that's probably enough for the piano. Oh, let's check it out with some reverb added to see if that adds to it. Right now it's gonna be 100%. Vocal. Right now, for me, that's pretty quiet. I can barely hear it. I mean, I can hear it, but it's much quieter than it was with the vocal on. With the vocal off. Right now, like that's something that I could work with, that being the max volume. This isn't really good max volume. If I want to play this, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad, but that I want that to be like the 6 out of 10. Okay, so I'll take the vocal hall off, and now I'll go over to, I think now I'll just test out the not piano sound. I don't think there's anything else I want to test with that. I think I want to ask the people at Ableton why it's not going louder, but that's for another thing. Right now I'll go and just test the audio coming from the microphone. So where are we at? This is the piano mic, and the piano mic runs through the group mic, and then it goes to the mic and instruments, or the piano mic runs through the group of microphones, and then that runs through the group of microphones and instruments, and that finally goes to the master. All of these, by the way, go through the looper at some point. I don't know how that works, really. I have these loopers over here. Man, it would be helpful just to talk to an Ableton in person. I think that might be a good idea. But first I'll try to troubleshoot more on my own to just understand. Okay, so. The microphone, sorry about that. The audio is set to 8 out of 10 on the microphone over there. This is also set to 0 dB on here. And then the microphone, piano microphone, is set to -10 about. There is no utility gain, anything like that. So I'm quite confused why it's so loud coming from when I listen down the stream. also, when I did it from there with that other microphone, which is also routing to the same thing, it wasn't really loud. Let me check out the volume there. So, okay, that makes some sense. That's perhaps because the microphone that is there, I have two microphones there, one that's for face and one that's for the guitar. The one that's next to my face is at 6 out of 10. And then the one that is at the guitar was at like 4 to 10. And they're both live at all times, basically, that I haven't gone in the studio. So, and this is at 8 out of 10, and I'm right next to the microphone now. 8 out of 10. You can see that the audio in Ableton, it's at like negative 24. I hear it well now. I hear it good. I mean, that's a good max volume for me. But if it's clipping there, then there's an issue. So, let's check it out. Let's try lowering this to also be 6 out of 10. Now, when it's 6 out of 10, and I stand over here, I'm still maxed out, by the way, in my headphones. It's not very loud. I mean, it's kind of like just talking. It's kind of like just talking. It's a little bit louder than just me hearing it just through my own thing, just through my own ears when I don't have a headset on. And when I do have a headset on, it just makes it a little bit louder. Sometimes I like to really pump it up so I can sing lowly. And be able to do that. Maybe that's what gets me in trouble with all these things. I want that ability, but I haven't really set it up properly for that to happen yet, I guess. I have in some cases, but things always are just breaking. Things aren't working all the time. So let me see what's going on here. Now, if I go to set the piano mic, my reasoning for setting the piano mic to negative 10 was so I can have more headroom. But forget about the headroom. Just make it 0. Just make it 0. So if I do this and I keep it at 0, and that is at 6 out of 10 now, then this is what it sounds like. And it sounds like there's like a little bit of delay, actually. Actually it does. I don't know. Check that out. Are my lips moving faster or slower than the audio is on the video? Okay. So that's that. I still don't understand why Ableton, like, even if I go very loud, and I'm talking right next to it, then it's not going even to negative like 6 or negative 12 on the master there. Whereas, how about I pull this out and I look on the interface? And then if I go look at the interface, then I'm only seeing like it's going to the second line. I think that there's 5 total lines on the interface that goes to, and most of it's just in 1. Some of it goes to 2 when I talk. Now if I raise this up to back to 8, now this is at 8 out of 10 and I'm like 6 inches away. Now this is at 8 out of 10 and I'm like right next to it. 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 I went to 4 once there very quickly and went to 3 once there, and everything else did not. There does feel like there is some lag. I don't know why. The whole thing is just so confusing, man. I'm just trying to get this to work. Okay, so let me lower it down back to 6, just because I feel like that might be better for some things. And let me try doing reverb too. So if I add some reverb here, and this one I'll add it to the mic and instruments track. You can't see it because it's behind, but I'll turn vocal. Oh, maybe you can hear. Got 17% over here. 17%. We're still on 16. And this is something that I want this to be louder. I do. Because then I can go pick up. I mean, it's good. It's good enough. but I would like the ability to make it louder, which I don't know how to do right now. If I go, oh well, I can try. If I go to back to 8 over here. Now I'm back at 8. Back at 8, and this is nice. This is like super nice. For both the piano and the voice, this is like, it sounds really good to me right now. Even though there's a way it sounds like. But it's nice that they're both quite loud. If I can make the piano louder, that'd be better actually. So let's try doing that. Let's see if I can do that. Grand piano. And I'll make this, I won't deal with the utilities, I'll just add 4 here. Okay, so that's that where we're at right now. I'll also just lower this too, see if that helps to do anything right now. Here's another thing I want to try. Go into configure. For some reason it's making me do this again, which it loves to do. I just discovered, or just saw, it says that my Q out is 9 and 10. I don't really understand exactly how this stuff works. But if I could, maybe it's not sending it to here? I mean it is. I don't know if there's any better way to send it where maybe it's losing audio or something right now. Also, it's going to OBS through here. This would be really, really helpful if I had another person to talk to. I think that maybe I should search for that, but first I should definitely look and see if I can do it on my own. Okay, so I'm also going to try just seeing if I can stream straight from OBS. This, I don't know. I have this old channel, Dance Every Day. I don't really like it. Oh, I can't do that. Oh man, what happened here? That just caused me, my mouse to stop working? How did that cause my mouse to stop working? It just crashed. Okay, that's why it stopped working. Okay, so I wonder if I can both still output it to NDI. No, I didn't want to change my scenes at all. I wanted to stay with this scene, but I want to change my profile. That's going to crash again, probably. I gotta go in like a couple minutes. But it would be good to test this out. Okay, so now profile every day. I'm not even sure if this works. But I'll try it. Because my other, I normally have 2 YouTube channels. They're easy to stream to, but one of them got blocked today because I played somebody else's music. Okay, because I shared somebody's music, something that they like to share. Oh. Okay, so now I'm streaming to the everyday profile. I should know this too. It's good to know it. We'll see if that goes there. And I'll see if that makes any difference. I can compare the audio between the PC and the Mac on Ableton, and then also the Mac on the OBS, and see if there's any difference in what's introducing the audio. So right now it's quite quiet, and that's because I added the master, where I lowered that to like -15. Now if I bring that back to 0, and this is the thing I would like to be able to do. Have a real low like this. Let me also try it here too. Here's another thing I hadn't tested yet, not in this stream anyway. Audio input capture on the PSV. Right now, the audio input capture on the Mac is at 100%, and you can see it if you're watching the Mac stream right now. It doesn't go very high. It goes max like 35 right now, so that's not very much. If we go to the PC, we are going like -15 on one of them. So let's try lowering that, because right now we're at like 50% level. Now if I bring it down to 25%, I can still hear it loud. That's good. Maybe that's what the issue is. Maybe it's not in Ableton. Maybe it's here. I don't know. It would make sense if it's not in Ableton. And I did just introduce this whole PC thing, so maybe that is the issue. So I'll just try doing a little bit of this. Ooh, da da dee, da da do do, da da dee dee, da da dee, da da dee, do do do, do 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 do, da dee dee, do do do, do do dee dee. I don't know what you see me. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't need da 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 dee do 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 dee do. Okay, so that's at like 25, maybe 30. I'll try putting it down at 15 or so. I mean, it's tough to tell because they don't have numbers, but now it's at -55. So I still hear it plenty loud, but how about you? Is it clipping for you? I can also try lowering it here too. So right now, things that are going to, I'm just so confused about all of this. Yeah, because for some reason it's that, I'm done, man. I gotta go. Gotta go to work. I hope this has been helpful. I really don't know, but I'll see you later.